Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. I'm talking quiet because it's about 1:30 in the morning right now and I have a downstairs neighbor. Not the greatest night. MLB was a bloodbath. We got crushed in baseball. NBA wasn't nearly as bad. We did finish in the red, but we smacked one of our SGP, so it was plus 1099. So definitely some positivity on the NBA side. But let's put it in the past, move on to Saturday. Just one NBA game tonight. We got Suns Nuggets, game one, Western Conference, second round. Let's go.
Welcome to The Source. The Source. Source. Hey, get the Source.
All right, game one in Denver, like I said, this line opens up Denver minus 2.5, and it's still at Denver minus 2.5. Public's pretty split even on this one. Sharp action definitely on Denver. Consensus line, like I said, still at 2.5, but I actually saw a couple books that have moved this up to 3 already. Let's take a look at our spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Denver minus 1.96. So a very slight lean on the Suns, but we've been tossing the model out and not using it for the playoffs, so disregard. So the first thing that jumps out at me in this matchup would kind of be the overall comfortability. If you just put these two rosters up top to bottom, just put them up next to each other, Phoenix probably has the more talented squad overall. But this Denver team, I mean, they've been playing together all season. Most of the pieces have been playing together for multiple years now. That is not the case with this Phoenix Suns team, and we saw signs of that in the first round. I mean, they should have blown the Clippers out, especially after Kawhi Leonard was ruled out. I mean, they should have been winning every game by 20+ points. Russell Westbrook, Norman Powell, Bones Highland, Zubats, I mean, that is not even close to a playoff team. Phoenix should have been blowing those guys out, and there were chunks in those last couple of games where it looked really competitive. But anyway, let's match these two teams up. We all know what Denver's weakness is. It's protecting the rim. That's been their weakness all season. It's really their only weakness. Just 28th in defensive efficiency at the basket. Absolutely terrible since the All-Star break. There's really no other statistical area where Denver is weak. This is a really well-rounded team. Turnover margin, rebounding, free throw rate, you name it, Denver's solid at it. Just the only spot they've been weak all season, protecting the basket. Here's the thing, the Suns don't attack the rim. Since the All-Star break, they are 30th, dead last in shot frequency at the basket. Since the All-Star break, 46.4% of the Suns' field goal attempts have come from mid-range. 46.4%. That's obviously first in the NBA. Second place is Toronto at 38.6%. So they're first in the NBA by a mile in mid-range frequency. And as you can see here, Denver may struggle to protect the basket, but they're actually sitting at 11th against the mid-range shot. So despite the Nuggets defense having that huge analytical hole, I really don't see this as much of a mismatch for the Suns offense, honestly. On the other side of the ball, I mean, Denver is so well balanced offensively. They kind of remind me of Philadelphia a little bit. It's almost like ignore these numbers, because if you look at these numbers since the All-Star break, it looks like Denver's a team that likes to attack the basket. And yeah, that's true in a lot of games, but if you've watched Nuggets basketball, you know they can hang 23-point shots on you any given night. And if you take a look at the Suns' defensive numbers by shot zone here, ironically, their weakness is the mid-range shot. Do you want to know who leads the Nuggets? What two players lead the Nuggets in shot frequency from mid-range? Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. Definitely not what you want to hear if you're a Phoenix Suns fan, that your opponent's two best players take a large chunk of their shots from the zone that you are the weakest in. As far as the bet, look, straight up, I mean, the Nuggets were 34-7 at home this year. The Suns were 17-24 on the road. Yes, I know the Suns went through so many phases this year, injuries, roster movement, so forget that. But the Nuggets 34-7 at home this year. They won all 3 home games in the first round. Do I think Phoenix has a chance to win this series? I truly do. But game one on the road in Denver, where the Nuggets have been so good all season, I have to lay the 2.5 here and take Denver. So I'm on the Nuggets. I'm laying the 2.5. As far as side bets go, I have 2 I'll give out for you. I'm going to take Phoenix team total under 112.5. It's at minus 112 on FanDuel. I think Denver's defense surprised us in the first round. They actually played some solid defense. And also Jamal Murray over 22.5 points. Takes a lot of mid-range shots, and as we just saw, that's the Phoenix defensive weakness. If anything changes with any of these bets, I will let you know on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you're interested. If you want the final tickets I give out and the SGP, which we've been on fire with, head over to KyleKirms.com. I'll post those probably around 2 p.m. Eastern time. NBA playoffs, round 2 is officially underway. Let's stay hot. We're off to a hot start. Still a long way to go, though. Remember to bet responsibly, and I will talk to you on Twitter.